I became a music director in St. Paul United Methodist Church in Jamaica. Actually, it was by almost chance. It's like I came to this country and I didn't work, and I had to support myself somehow. So when my brother arrived, he said, "It's time. I heard people working in churches. Let's call."
It just so happened that one day I got a call in my office from this individual, strange accent, and offering to be, inquiring if there was the need for a musician at our church. Well, given what the church was experiencing at the time, we decided then to call him in for an interview and to hear what he had to offer.
He did something akin to cold calling, and we just happened to be the beneficiary.
He took the yellow pages, he opened it on churches, and we called every single church in those, actually, yellow pages. And finally, when we called St. Paul's, he's saying, "Oh, how do you know that we're looking for organist?" Like, I didn't know. It's a chance. I'm just calling. So welcome to the interview.
I was there that first night. I was in on the interview with Yevgeniy. And there was a lot of questions being thrown at him, and he answered everything perfectly, you know, and then he was asked to play a piece for us. And that blew us away. He was wonderful, you know, and I thought from then that he would be the one, you know, and he was offered the job that night.
We didn't know anything.
When Yevgeniy first came to this church to be interviewed for the position, I knew right away that we had a musical gem among us. And the Reverend Murdoch was our pastor then, and he had him to come to be interviewed and to play for us. And of course, I realized that he was a student who needed a job, and he needed all kinds of musical experience. And so I had no problem with accepting Yevgeniy right away to come and be our music director.
When I came back and came to church and heard this person playing, who is that? Who is that? Where you all get him from? You know, I thought it was someone came just for the Sunday. And then I learned that we needed an organist, which I knew, and this young man came and they accepted him.
He came. We weren't without an organist. We just were in need of a better one. And he filled that bill nicely.
So we see him as he's another son of St. Paul United Methodist Church.
Once we had like party in my friend's apartment, and he took one LP that I never saw in my life. And it was very interesting. On the cover was African-American singer that I never heard the name, and I didn't know who it is. And he said, "Guys, listen to it, it's pretty cool." I knew the name of the accompanist. The accompanist was a very important Russian pianist, Dmitry Alexeyev. But the name of the performer was Barbara Hendrick. He told me that she's like a star in America, that she is like a great opera singer, and so on and so on. But here she sings gospels. I'm like, gospels? Okay, let's hear what is that. And he put it on, and I was absolutely shocked. She sang it absolutely beautifully. And Dmitry Alexeyev made some jazz accompaniment. It was so cool. And it was the first time, actually, I heard gospel.
Mary had a golden chain. Every link was in my Jesus' name. Keep your hand on the plow.
he has been impacted by the music that they sing. And they, in turn, have indeed impacted him in terms of his ability to move in different areas of music, into the gospel, into Negro spiritual, and things of that nature.
I grew up with music. My mother was a pianist. She played for the church. Everybody in the family sang. I always sang in the glee club at school and in church choirs. So all of those moments were touching to me. And of course, Yevgeniy's playing, his gift on the keyboard always touches me as well.
My jazz improvisations helped me a lot to carry on with gospel music, and it helped me a lot to actually to find a way to the hearts of my church where I'm playing, and they loved my improvisations, they loved what I'm doing with gospel music, and it's great.
His body language says to me, this is my thing and I love what I'm doing.